Good evening, this is your Mayor Col Murray with another council meeting report from a very large agenda and a very long meeting this evening. So one of the big ticket items that council did resolve to put on public exhibition was our annual operational plan. We've got a massive year ahead of us with a lot of funding, both external from state and federal government and internal, to provide some stimulus in our post-COVID recovery, but all up a capital works budget in excess of $100 million, about $106 million, and a total budget of in excess of $250 million, so about $251 million. That's the largest budget that the council has ever proposed, and that consensus of the councillors this evening was to put that on public exhibition and see what the community thinks of it. But I guess the overriding message, certainly from the General Manager and the finance staff, is that there is no fat. There is no, we'll really struggle to find additional money for any additional projects that we choose to do. So we've certainly been put on notice very, very firmly that this is a year for financial discipline, and being an election year and with more than half of the financial year with a potential new council, it will present its own challenges. Another matter that we discussed on a much lighter note and much more friendly note, I guess, was the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This was a receive a note report essentially, but for council to commit to ongoing funding. But the statistics and the early signals coming from this wonderful program are quite startling, where early childhood literacy opportunities, those opportunities for families to engage with reading for their youngsters, the take-up has been fabulous, and so the program suggests that every child born in the Tamworth Regional Council area gets a brand new book every month for the first 5 years of their life. And we've got a lot of sponsorship from the business community. We've got philanthropic support in quite some serious amounts of money, and certainly puts council in an envious position to be able to commit to this for the next 3 years. And the other matter I wish to speak to tonight was council did adopt or accept a report to move ahead with a brand new sculpture in a brand new roundabout at Country Road and Oxley Highway, which is under construction at the moment. And it's expected to be completed by about year's end, and council resolved this evening to support the funding for a sculpture. I guess beauty lies in the eyes of the beholders. Not all the councillors were extremely enthusiastic about it, but certainly I was supportive of it. I think it's a great sculpture, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because it'll be a wonderful surprise for all our community. I think getting towards year's end to see this sculpture built in that roundabout, it really is something for Tamworth to be proud of. I think it's not a big lot of money, and but a startling result, and with just a small clue that it relates to our airport and our airport business, but it's a great entry statement into the city. So that's the end of my report this evening. This is your Mayor Col Murray signing off on another council meeting report. Thank you for listening.